I can't wait to show you inside this house, okay? So this right here, this is what modern luxury looks like in 2025. There's something in the kitchen that's gonna blow you away, okay? Where I am right now is Sunningdale Court. So if you look on a map, right, so this is London, and then this here, this is Sunningdale, and then Sunningdale Court is like these 4 little new streets they're building right up here, okay? This is a very prestigious place to live. First of all, across the street is one of the most prestigious golf courses in southwestern Ontario, and we're surrounded here by protected wilderness area with walking trails through there. So it's an ideal location. We're gonna tour the house near the end of the video, and listen, there's something in the basement that like 90% of builders just don't do. All right, I am excited for today's video because not only are we gonna walk through those new builds up on Sunningdale Court a little later on, which are super luxury, but we're also going to explore Sunningdale just as a whole to help you figure out if this is a place you want to live. This is episode 1 of a new series called London's Best Neighborhoods. Now, we're not always going to do expensive because there are great neighborhoods in a variety of price ranges in London, but we're starting kind of expensive, okay? This was built to be executive. This was built to be luxury, to be prestigious. Right now, I am on River Trace, right here. And I wanted to start here because this is actually one of the more modest, or maybe just average streets in Sunningdale. Like, we're gonna look at much more expensive places, but this is probably the average. 2 stories in this area usually range around 3,000 square feet and usually range $1.2 to $1.4 million. You're talking 4 bedrooms, 3.5 to 4 bathrooms, and a finished basement. Sunningdale is also home, of course, to Sunningdale Golf Course, one of southwestern Ontario's most prestigious courses. We're gonna look at streets that back onto that golf course very soon. First, we gotta go check out a few other things here. Okay, so this is another huge benefit of the Sunningdale area, is the Parklands. This specifically is Medway Valley Heritage Forest, environmentally significant area. It's a bit of a mouthful, but what it is it's a paved walking path that takes you from Sunningdale Road all the way through this neighborhood down. Actually, it connects to Medway Valley Heritage Forest and continues on from there. So if you really wanted to, you could go from Sunningdale Road all the way down through Masonville, through the forest, all the way to University of Western Ontario. So that's a long walk / hike that's available to you. But if you want to just stick to the paved paths for biking, rollerblading, walking, whatever, you can do that here as well. And then it connects to a lot of nice streets in this area as well. So, I mean, you just walk right out of your house onto the trail. It also connects to the new area, Sunningdale Court, that they're building, that we're gonna walk through in just a little bit. Some of those houses actually back onto this pathway. Okay, so we will walk through some of those houses a little later on. All right, so back to your map. You see Sunningdale Road right here. There's 2 things north of Sunningdale Road to be aware of. One of them is Sunningdale Golf Course. And then you also have, as you see, a few residential streets that back on or kind of sit around Sunningdale Golf Course. These are very prestigious. So this is a luxury to another level compared to where I was earlier in the video. So, I mean, here, the 2 stories, I mean, 3,000 square feet is the bare minimum. That's where they start. But 3,500 square feet, or even bigger on some of these ones that I just walked by behind me, is pretty common, to be honest with you. And that's above grade. That doesn't include the basement. And that's actually an important point because a lot of the homes in this area have walkout basements. Do you know what that is? A walkout basement is where they dig out the back of the house. So if you were to look at the house from the back, it would look like a 3-story house, not a 2-story house, because you got full windows and you got doors and everything down there, which is really amazing. It really opens up the basement to not feel like a basement. It's just more living space. It essentially is a 3-story house at that point. And so because of that, you also get higher price points. Now you're talking 1.4 is really the lowest I see a lot of them go for, up to 1.8. I'd say you can get higher than that for sure. And you can maybe get some lower than that, but that's really the bulk of most of them in this area. Now, that being said, you do have some of the highest property taxes in the city on these streets here. Like we're talking 12, 13,000 a year in property taxes, okay? This is the kind of stuff that rolls around in my brain all day, right? Like I eat, sleep, and breathe real estate in this area. If you need some help figuring out where's right for you, maybe it's a balance between the school district, which by the way, we got to talk about here, the size of the homes, the price, the property taxes. My phone number's on the screen. Feel free to give me a call. Again, this is what I do for a living, day in and day out. I help people move to the London area and find a place that's right for them for the right price, okay? But anyway, about those school districts. Now we're in actually a different district than where we were at the start of the video, okay? Let's go back to the studio to map it all out.
All right, I thought it'd be easier to do this section like back at home where I got my laptop next to me here. So, school districts, all right? So there's two main schools that cover the Sunningdale area. Both of them are great, but the better of the two is Masonville Public School. So if you look on your map here, Masonville Public School is located down here in the Masonville area. But this is the school district, so it covers like 90% of Sunningdale. Now, this school is like one of the better schools in Ontario. So the Fraser Institute has given this a 9.1 rating out of 10. So if you don't know what this is, the Fraser Institute uses province-wide testing that every student in Ontario has to do to rank the schools based on how students do on those tests. So 6 is an average in Ontario. 9.2 is the rating for Masonville Public School. This is a fantastic school, and it's located nice close nearby. Now, what do you notice when you look at these school boundaries here? The area we just were isn't covered here. They have a different school. And this is kind of weird to me, to be honest with you. So the school that they go to is Old North, okay? It used to be known as Ryerson Public School. So it's over here near downtown. Now, it's still a great school. This has a 9.1 rating out of 10, so it's basically the same as Masonville. It's just far away. I don't know why they chose that one. So your kids are going to have to bus to school, and if they miss the bus, you're going to have to drive probably out of your way to bring them to school. Just keep that in mind. But that covers this section up here where we just were, so Torrey Pines Way and all around Sunningdale Golf Course. This section would be going there to Old North Public School.
Welcome to Sunningdale Court. All right, enough chit-chatting. Let's go take a look inside this monster beauty of a house, all right? Let's go. Hey, welcome to 588 Creekview Chase, okay? We're gonna do a big tour of this property together. First thing I notice when I come in is that I look kind of dark on this camera because there's so much light coming in through these windows, it's silhouetting me, all right? The big windows up here, big 2-story ceiling with a beautiful light fixture up there. And then you've got an office to my right and my favorite room in this house to my left, okay? We're gonna check that out. Also, this is very important, okay? When we get to the kitchen, you're gonna be blown away. There's something amazing in there, okay? So this is the dining room right here behind me, and this is like my favorite room. Look at this accent wall. Isn't that beautiful? This is, so first of all, actually, let's come take a look at it here. So this here, do you know what this is? This is reeded millwork, okay? And I think it just adds some nice texture to the wall. And then they have this beautiful accent lighting as well on the wall. So, I mean, when I look at this dining room, I think elegant and regal. Those are the words that hop into my mind, okay? I'm not sure exactly the definition of regal, but that's what I thought of when I think of this dining room. So you're gonna see this theme throughout this house. They have this reeded millwork in the bedroom, they have it in some of the bathrooms, they got it in the living room, they got it all over. I think it's gorgeous. And I think they did, tell me what you think. I love this sage / olive green. I think it works well with the white walls and then with the blonde flooring too. Here's the thing, for like the last 10, 15 years, I'm sure you've noticed that a lot of new builds, they went all gray. Like 2015 to 2020, everything was gray floors, gray walls, and it seemed very sterile. I don't know. I like that we're bringing warmth back to these homes. So we got blonde flooring throughout this entire house, which I love. And now, this sage green wall also brings out some warmth as well. And also the giant windows here. These are actually massive windows that let in a ton of light. So I think this is a great room, and I love the little light fixture they put here too. I think it's gorgeous, okay? Now across the hallway, this is where you get your office. And what you'll find in this house is there's little details everywhere that make it great. So I don't know how well my camera's gonna pick. My camera's gonna be blinded again by all this light coming through. So again, this is a giant window. Holy cannoli. That is a huge window letting in lots of light into this office. And then on the wall here, you'll see we got lots of millwork as well. And then the ceiling is really cool. So you can't see it right now because it's like the middle of the day, but there's a light that I can turn on above this little spot in the ceiling that really just lights it up and makes it look beautiful. What a great office. All right, so we're gonna go over the price of this home, what you're getting for that money, and what else you might be able to get as well near the end of the video. By the way, there is something in the kitchen that's gonna blow your mind when we get there, okay? All right, so as we continue in through the house here, you obviously have a closet here when you walk in, and then you come over here, you're opening up into the living room. This is a gorgeous living room. There's a number of things I need to show you. One of them is the lighting. I love that this builder has put in like accent lighting throughout this entire house, okay? Here, come take a look at this with me. So, this here, again, we see the same kind of theme as to, it's not exactly the reeded millwork as we saw earlier, but it's very similar here along the bookshelf. And then they have lighting underneath the shelves to really make this pop and stand out quite a bit more. And then of course you get this gorgeous fireplace as well. And then if I take a walk back here and we look up at the ceiling, that's what I love. I love detail work in a ceiling rather than just like, listen, a lot of new builds are just like flat drywall walls, flat drywall ceiling with a couple pot lights, and that's it. It's boring. This coffered ceilings is beautiful. It adds so much more character to this room. Like, how gorgeous is that? And by the way, these windows are very large as well. I don't know if you can really tell just from looking at it in this video, right? But this is like, this middle pane is just massive. And again, lets in a ton of light. And don't worry, that big mound of dirt will be gone back there. That's not always gonna be there. All right, now, as we keep walking through this house here, you end up with a second dining room, a second place to sit and eat in the kitchen here, which is really cool, right by the sliding patio door. So that's nice. And then you get to the kitchen. Now you tell me, if I turn around here, okay, you tell me, what do you think is missing in this kitchen? What are you not seeing? Did you get it? We'll see how good you are here. Where's the fridge? Where's the fridge, guys? Oh, that's right. It's one of these fancy hidden fridges right here. Okay, ready? Ta-da! Actually, that's the freezer. That's the freezer. So you have your own freezer right here with a ton of room. And then over here, woohoo, big ass fridge. Love it, okay? And then this, again, we're continuing with the accent lighting here. In all of the cupboards, they've got strip lighting in here to really make it pop and stand out. And to me, that just makes it look all the more elegant. Like, that's gorgeous. We have it over here too. Pretty much all of the cupboards have this. Like, that's awesome. Now, another thing to tell you about, this here, so this backsplash, I love that they're doing this in new builds here. This backsplash, one giant piece of stone. Instead of, you know, the subway tiles and stuff like that, which I think looks nice as well, but this is much more expensive and much nicer. This whole thing, from here all the way down over here, is just one piece of stone. Awesome. Okay, again in the kitchen, we got some big windows. And this stove, I don't know if you like to cook. I love to cook. This is a great stove. Like, this is a beautiful gas range. Dang, dude. Okay, let's keep walking. All right, so, should I show you this or that? Okay. By the way, we still haven't gotten to that thing that's gonna blow your mind in the kitchen. That's coming up. You know what? We'll do that in a sec. Let's come back over here. So this is where the dining room was, right behind me. Okay, if you walk over here, there's this little, I would call it a coffee bar. I think they got this staged as a cocktail bar set up, but it's awesome. First of all, again, more accent lighting, of course. It looks beautiful, but This is like a pet peeve with me. This drives me insane. In kitchens, people have their coffee makers and their espresso makers and their toasters and their air fryers, and then you just get cluttered countertops, and it's ugly. I love a good coffee bar with a sink here where you can just put your espresso maker over here. It looks good over here. It fits over here, and then it's not in the way of everything else. Or, again, if it's your cocktail bar, ta-da! We got a wine fridge down here as well. So that's really cool. And of course, it's a wet bar. Okay, and then across from that, we've got a washroom. Okay, this is your two-piece washroom right here. Now you tell me, wallpaper's back, guys. It was like a thing in like the 1800s and then like again in like the 70s, but they always had the ugliest wallpaper in the 70s. I don't know what it was. And now it's back, and I think this is beautiful. This really makes this room stand out, and you'll notice they're tying in the colors that you're gonna see throughout this house into this wallpaper, which is really cool, okay? And then again, what do you see over here? Reeded millwork all along the vanity here, so that's really nice. And then of course, the gold-plated faucets, I think, really make it stand out as well. This is an absolute gorgeous bathroom. Is it weird that I'm talking to you while I'm on the toilet? Maybe. I'll get up. One sec. All right. All right, let's go back over here. I still have to show you the thing in the kitchen that's amazing here. By the way, I'm just noticing this now as I'm yapping to you. There is a ton of cupboard space in this kitchen. Like if we walk all the way around here, the sink, we got, oh, by the way, a hidden dishwasher as well, right there. That's nice. We've got cupboard space all along here, all along here, all along here, all above, and then also all around this island too. You've got drawers and cupboards on both sides. So this is actually fantastic. There's a lot of space here for storage. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to show you. The thing I wanted to show you is really cool. A spice kitchen. So this is the second kitchen that you're going to see in this house. All right, and we're not done. So this is like a new thing a lot of builders are doing in luxury homes, right? So you have your main kitchen up here that, again, you want to keep clean, you want to keep nice, you don't want your air fryer here, you don't want your toaster. You ever notice toasters, it doesn't matter how many times you clean them, there's little crumbs that get everywhere. It's very annoying. You don't want this space to get cluttered up and ugly. So you have a spice kitchen back here. So this is where you can throw your toaster and your air fryer and maybe another coffee maker or whatever you want in here. And this is where you cook with your spices. So you're cooking with something that's very strong smelling that you don't want to fill the house. You don't want to have 4 candles going every time you cook just to get rid of that smell. You do it in here, okay? And yes, you got a stove, you got a fan, you've got a dishwasher, you've got another sink, and you've got another fridge freezer right here, okay? So, and then you can just, it's a pocket door. You can just shut this door just like that. Keep the smells in there. Oh my God, look at the ceiling again. Like this is what I love too. The detail work in houses like this, like I'm gonna show you the ceiling here again. It's more accent lighting, look at that, and more of that reeded millwork in the ceiling. I love it. Like it's like when a house becomes a work of art, not just something built to be cheap and to house you, but it's gorgeous. Every single corner of this house has beautiful details added to it. Let's go over here. This is a pantry so large, I can shut the door. I can literally live in here. I don't know about live, but I can shut the door and hang out in here, all right? So that's really cool. So again, that was the kitchen, pantry, second kitchen. We walk into here, and now there's something that you're not noticing that I'm noticing right now, because I can feel it. It's in my feet. These are heated floors, all right? So you come in, what is it? It's set at 89 right now. The floor is 89 degrees. This is the mudroom off the garage. So let's have a look here. This is your gorgeous garage. with these, I love these garage doors. So it's a 3-car garage door. We can see out, they can't really see in. They're tinted from the outside. So lots of space in here. They got a hockey net in here for some reason. Guess they were playing hockey in between shifts. But you're gonna come home this way. You're gonna come in through this garage into this mudroom. And in the winter, you're gonna kick off your boots, heated floors. Phenomenal, okay? Lots of room in here too. You got some lighting right there. Back here, you've got spots to hang your coats. You got, let me see this. This has gotta be a spot for the boots. Ooh, look at that. That's a spot for the boots right there. Keep those hidden out of the way, not messing everything up. And then of course you got a giant mirror so I can look at my handsome self. Hi, you know. Let's keep moving on. So from that room, by the way, just so you get your bearings, we walk back out into the dining room, and that's the coffee bar / wine bar over there. This is the dining room. Dang, I still like that. That's beautiful. I'm telling you. All right, and so now we're back at the living room and the kitchen, which we'll take one more gorgeous look at this gorgeous living room, okay? Gorgeous kitchen, okay? We're gonna go upstairs, and we're gonna check out the master bedroom and the master bathroom. Amazing. And then when we get down to the basement, there's something down there that 90% of builders don't do, okay? First, I gotta talk to you. All right, friends, so before we go check out the master bedroom and we check out the basement, okay, there's something, I just wanna talk details with you here, okay? So this house is from Marquee Developments. This is one of the premier builders in our area. Like, they build luxury, they build beautiful homes. And they're a custom home builder. So here's the thing. This house right now is listed at $1.98 million. Now, it's got all these extras. It's a gorgeous home. You don't have to spend $2 million to get a house from Marquee Developments or even in this neighborhood. With a custom builder, they can work with your budget and build exactly what you want. And there are still some lots available in this area. Now, that being said, like, you're not gonna build in this area or on the street for like 900 grand. If that's your budget, there's lots of great areas of this city that can work with you, and even some new builds. So feel free to reach out to me. This is literally what I do for a living. I help people in this area purchase a home, whether it's new or it's used, in the budget that they have, to still get in a good school district, to still get in a good area, to still get in your walking trails and all that stuff. So again, my phone number is on the screen. Reach out to me there. You can shoot me a text and tell me your goals, and we'll schedule a call, see how I can help you with those. But if you want luxury, Marquee Developments in this area can help you out as well. So I got the builder's cell phone number. I was texting them the other day, okay? So we can set something up and kind of take it from there. Now, I promised you a master bedroom and a master ensuite. Let's go. All right, so let's head up the stairs. Look at this. I didn't even have the light on, and I didn't notice because this window, again, is so big. This window right here, it's letting in so much light. I didn't have this light fixture on at all, and I didn't even notice. So by the way, okay, you come upstairs, behind me, right, you've got this light fixture that I mentioned at the beginning when we walked in, and whoop, down 2 stories to the entryway, which is kind of cool. And then behind me, this, ladies and gentlemen, this is your master bedroom, okay? This is gorgeous. So again, what we have here is, what is this called? I think it's tray ceilings with accent lighting all up around here, okay? So that's super cool. Makes it look very elegant. And then again, we stick with the same theme. We've got reeded millwork all right here through the house. So in my opinion, this looks beautiful. And again, is this the same size? This might be the same size window as downstairs in the living room. This might be the biggest window that I have ever seen inside of a master bedroom. Like, that is huge. So you're letting in a ton of light there. I do recommend blinds at some point when you move in, all right? Just because you don't want neighbors having a peep show. But you put some blinds here, you open it during the day, they can't see in, you're getting tons of light into this room. Look at me, I'm a silhouette, you can't even see me. This is great, all right? So this is the master. And then if we come down this way, we go into your both ensuite washroom and ensuite closet, okay? So over here, we went with the white, with the veins, with the countertop. And again, Reeded millwork. Now all this stuff you can change. Whatever you don't like, whatever you do like, that's the beauty of a custom build. You pick what you want. Instead of just a little mirror here in the center, the whole wall is a mirror right up to the top there. It's gorgeous, okay? Behind me here, you have you got your bathtub, okay? And then this is the shower. You want to get in the shower with me? Welcome to the shower. All right, so again, we got the reeded millwork all through. This is nicer than my shower, I'll tell you that. Look at this. And again, the accent lighting. I love that. Accent lighting, reeded millwork all through this house. You've got a shower head here, and then you also got the rain shower head above our heads, which is very nice, okay? Let's keep moving. I like that they've been doing this in new builds now here. So this is where the toilet is. You can shut the door. You don't have to watch your partner. Okay, you can be in the bathroom, getting ready, getting the makeup done, or having a shower, and you can just shut that door. You don't have to see what's going on there. By the way, once again, my feet are warm. What are we set to here? 85 degrees the floor is. So we've got heated flooring in the washroom, in the ensuite washroom, which is fantastic. Winter sucks. All right, this is your closet. Again, I can literally go for a walk in the closet. It's absolutely huge. All right, like let's see how many steps does it take me to get to the end of the closet here. Like that, this is big. And this is nice cabinetry too, instead of just wire racks and stuff. Like they haven't gone cheap with anything in this house, okay? You got drawers, you got shelving, you got everything in here, all right? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. So that's the master bedroom, that's the master bathroom. We've got a couple more bedrooms to check out up here. And then we're gonna go down to the basement where there is something that, again, like most I don't see it very often. Builders don't usually do it. They don't even like to do it. I don't know why. You ask a builder to do this thing, half of them don't wanna do it. I don't know why, but it's great. It's in the basement, we'll get there. Gotta open all the doors, right? Big linen closet. And then across from the linen closet, you got pocket doors on the laundry room, okay? So main floor laundry. You don't gotta run up and down steps, okay? It's all right here. You can scoop up your kids' dirty clothes and throw them all in here. 2 large washer dryers, I love that. Stone countertops all through here. Tons of cupboard space, both up here and down here. Plus you get, racks for hanging clothes up here. And again, of course, every laundry room needs a laundry sink. All right, so lots of room in here. And now we have 3 extra bedrooms to check out on this level, okay? So this is a guest suite. So what that means is we got a nice sized closet, and over here, we got a master, not master, I guess, because it's not the master bedroom, but we have an ensuite washroom. And this is a beautiful washroom too. Like this is nicer than a lot of the en-suites in the master bedrooms in a lot of new builds. And this is just the guest suite, okay? So they got their own toilet, they got their own vanity, sink, shower. They don't have to go bug you guys, which is really nice. Again, if you've got people staying with you, that's awesome. Let's check out the closet. It's a pretty good sized closet as well. And then we still have 2 more bedrooms for the kids. Let's go check them out. So what the kids get is they get the Jack and Jill washroom here. So first of all, I'll show you this room. This is like a pretty good sized room for a spare bedroom. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like this is kind of big. Like you could fit a king bedroom. You could definitely fit a king bed in here. And this is meant to be a kid's room. So that's pretty cool, okay? Also, one thing I just noticed that I really like is you see this door? Instead of just like a normal door that stops there, it's like a, I don't know how many, was that 9-foot door? Really cool, okay? Now, let's check out this bathroom. So this here is what I'm talking about. This is the Jack and Jill bathroom. So each bedroom has a door they can shut, and then this shuts too. Again, so this is where the toilet and the shower is. So if one kid needs to come in here and wash their hands or do whatever, the other kid can have privacy and be in here using this thing, right? Or to be in the shower. Let's check out the shower again. All right. So nice tile shower pan at the bottom, nice tile walls. And yeah, some light coming in there through a window up top. Very nice. Very nice. Let's keep going. Okay, we're gonna enter the other bedroom through the bathroom. And here we are. Now this one is a bit smaller, but it's still larger than what, like, I would say 80% of homes have for the spare bedrooms. Like usually one bedroom is so small it's like an office, but not here. No, this is still, like, you're comfortably fitting a queen in this room right here. Plus you got room for a dresser. Okay, and you got 2 closets in here. So this is kind of nice. They put 2 closets on either side here. And then I'm gonna show you something really cool in the middle. Really cool. That's cool. And then what do you notice right here? It might not look like anything to you right now. This is a reading nook. Like you can put like a little padded spot to sit right here. You get lots of light coming in through the window. And then you lift this up and this is storage down there. That is so cool, guys. Seriously. So you can throw all your books or your games or whatever down into this little built-in chest. Again, if you want more information on marquee developments, I know the builder I got his cell, I can hook you up. Or if you want to know what new builds you can purchase in London, because you can get new builds in this city for under, I mean, right now there's some for under 800 grand, which is crazy, okay? So, I mean, it used to be in Ontario, every new build was like 1.1 or more. So you can get new builds right now for under 800K in this city. If you need more info on that, my phone number is on the screen. You can reach out to me. You can shoot me a text first. That usually works. Or, you know, old school phone calls work as well, all right? I got to show you something in the basement. Come here. Ooh, it got dark until we enter, the in-law suite down here. So this right here, this is the 3rd kitchen in this house, man. We got 3 kitchens, which is wild. So this is what I'm talking about when I say that most builders don't do this. Builders usually hate finishing basements. They don't see it as something that's really that profitable for them. But this is great because this, like, listen, in the world we live in now, we get multi-generational living. A lot of people have their mothers or their in-laws come and live with them in the basement, or a lot of people have a kid. So this is a wonderful thing to have. So if you were to enter in through the house, there's 2 entrances, by the way, but if you're gonna enter in through the basement, you come in here, and then on your, well, I guess I'm looking this way, so it'd be my left, but on your right, you've got the bedroom, okay? Pretty standard sized bedroom. It's a good amount of space, and it has, again, these like 9-foot closet doors. And this is like kind of a walk-in closet, right? I mean, this is huge. This is a big closet. I can shut the door with me in this closet, okay? So you get that, which is nice, okay? And then if you walk down the hallway here, okay, you've got open concept living room here behind me. I don't know how well you can see it. You got the dining room here. And then this is another beautiful kitchen. I gotta tell you, Marquee Developments makes gorgeous kitchens. Because again, we've got all this lighting underneath here, which really makes it kind of stand out. It's gorgeous. We got nice cupboard space up and below. Electric range, and then you got, of course, your dishwasher right here as well. And you got your fridge, freezer, okay? Lots of cupboard space, lots of room. And then, if we come around the corner, so we've already got our bedroom, living room, kitchen. What else do we need? We need a separate entrance through the garage. Locked myself in. Okay? All right, this here is your entrance through the garage. And we got 2 doors up here. This one goes to the garage right here. Okay, so you guys can all park in the garage. They don't have to have some secret entrance. You come in here, you're going in that house, or sorry, you're going in that door, and your in-laws or your kid is coming down through this door into their private entrance. Oh, by the way, there's another door here. Don't want to miss this door. There you go. All right, last thing to show you is right after you come in through here. Well, actually, this is not the last thing. But anyway, you got your bathroom. And again, everything, of course, it's a brand new build. Everything's nice and shiny and new. I think this is a beautiful gray tile here. They got a toilet, needed in a washroom, I feel. And then you got a nice vanity here as well. And then the other thing to show you is, of course, they have their own laundry down here as well. They got a stackable washer dryer, little laundry sink. So that's the in-law suite in the basement. So once again, this is a massive house. It's over 3,500 square feet large, okay? And it's listed at 1.98 million. You don't have to spend 1.98 million to get into Sunningdale Court or to build with Marquee Developments. If you need more information on this area, on Sunningdale as a whole, or just on new builds in general in London, you can reach out to me. Again, my phone number is right there on the screen. I'd say shoot me a text or give me a call, and we can start the conversation. I would like to know what your goals are, what you're looking to achieve, and how I can help you. I'm a little out of breath from running up those stairs. Okay, I gotta hit the treadmill more. Yeah, my phone number's on the screen. Feel free to reach out. I still think this is absolutely gorgeous ceiling. I love this house, okay? If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out. Thanks for watching.